Hello, everyone. We are here with the one and only Piotr, the motivated, the enthusiastic Polish guy who I have to congratulate because he just got the IC exam. Congrats.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
We did an interview with Martina Lichtblau, who's the secretary of EFDMA, and I asked her how to apply for the IC and what are the requirements. And now I would like to ask Piotr how it actually was. So the first question is, how did you prepare for the IC?
Oh, it was a long journey.
When did you start?
Actually, I think I started when I started to do basic course. Then actually I knew it that I want to go further by the way which EFDMA write it down, in the curriculum. Yeah, and I want to do it this, but the preparation exactly for IC, I started, I think, a year ago when I met David Struzik. Yeah, that was a very good time. Yeah, he made me do it this. Yeah, he can. He told me that, let's go, let's do it. You can do it. You don't wait for the time, just do it. Yeah, and actually I did it.
I can imagine that he
Yeah,
was
I
a
did
great
it.
support.
Yes, David is wonderful guy. Yeah, he helped me so much. Yeah, and yeah, I'm very helpful. I'm very happy because he helped me, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and actually I start prepared for, I see, 2 months before I started read the books, the EFDMA book. I read it uh, twice, and actually I read this book once, a year ago, the first one, yeah, a year ago, and I knew it that I will have to read this book again because I see, and I did it twice before, yeah,
And I
and
heard that you
actually
also
after.
read the Tupaldo's book, am I right?
Yes, I did it few times. Yeah, Baldur's book is amazing. Yeah? Yeah, the first time I read Baldur's book, I think that was 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah, when I was doing the license thesis in university. I don't know how it is called because master thesis is the last exam. Yeah, but in our country, after 3 years, uh, we had the license thesis, and my license thesis was about FDM. Yeah, and then I did master thesis, and actually it was about uh, with broken collarbone and uh, rupture acromioclavicular um, acromioclavicular ligament. Yeah, and the patient was treated by FDM anyway. And yes, and actually 4 years ago I read it Paldo's book first time. Yeah, and actually I'm very often coming back to this book. Yeah,
For
because
those who don't know, Piotr did a case study, and as far as I know, now you can find it on the EFDMA science list, right?
yes,
So
yeah,
everybody
because
who's interested, go to www.fdm dash slash dash europe.com, and there if you click on science, there you find a list of all the research with FDM, and Piotr is also there. So tell me, where did you do the hospitations?
oh, the hospitations. Yeah, uh, I have been at David Place in San Augustine, and I went to Torsten. Yeah, yeah, it was amazing to see him how he does. Yeah, it was so nice. I have been at Torsten Place twice. I have been as well twice at David Place. I have seen how is working Evgeny because when I went the 10 days before IC exam to Etamet Hanover, then I've seen Torsten and Evgeny, both of them. Hospitations, I did it as well with Maciej Jurasz. And once I went to Wojciech Długołęcki to Warsaw in Poland. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, that's why I'm saying Piotr, the enthusiastic, the motivated. So tell me, what else did you do for the preparation?
Well, what else? Actually, I was when I um, went to David Place and Thorsten Fischer Place. We were practicing the folding techniques. Yeah, big big thank you to Thorsten because he showed me very nice tricks with some techniques. Yeah, he's so good and his techniques are very, very high level, yeah, on the high level. And he's a nice guy as well, like Evgeny. Evgeny is always smiling, and this is amazing. And, yeah, they're so nice. And yes, when I went to David, we trained as well techniques. He was checking if I do everything right, and
Hmm.
yeah.
And you
And
probably did practical training as well and the clinical training.
yes, I did the practical training twice. I did clinical training once. Actually, I did it twice basic FDM courses. The first one was with Stefan Anker in Poznan. Yeah, he put a lot of FDM theory and techniques to me like the first guy, yeah, put my heart. And actually, yeah, when Stefan is in Poznan because he does a lot of the courses in Poznan. Very often I'm bringing and I brought some patients, difficult patients from my clinic to him, and I'm looking how he is working with them because I can learn more when I see him, when I see David, when I saw Torsten and Evgeny too. this is amazing. After every hospitalization, when I coming back, then I feel more, how it is called, more comfortable, comfortable, or
Confident?
that's right, more confident, and they always share the knowledge, yeah, what they get, what their experience, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and this is amazing, yeah, because afterwards I can do so similar stuff in my office, yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
after last time when I've seen like Torsten is working, then I start to do a lot of more CDs what the patients don't show. Yeah, before I didn't do it. Now I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And after every hospitalizations, I'm more confident and I'm bringing more tricks to
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
office, my clinic. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
just for the guys who don't know, probably all the stuff that Piotr did, it's a lot of extras. So you basically don't have to do so many things in order to apply for the IC. We did a video, as I said, with Martina about this. So make sure to check out that video so you know what exactly you need to apply and to have the IC. But as I said, Piotr is really, really enthusiastic and he has FDM in the heart and really wants to, help all the patients the best as he can. And now I would like to ask you, Piotr, how was the exam? Was it as you expected it to be, or was it different?
Was so stressful. Yeah, it was it was really stressful. Yeah, because I knew it that I have to pass this. I knew it that David is keeping time for me, Thorsten as well, and I did a lot of preparation, and yeah, I was in stress. Yeah, I was in stress, and I was scared about the language.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't be scared so much about the knowledge, yeah, but I was scared about the language, yeah, because I was doing the exam in English, and actually I start prepared with English some about 1 year ago. I started prepared for IC because I knew it that in 99% I will do abort, because in Poland David did once uh, IC exam, and right, not many people want to do in Poland. Then I knew that I will have to go abroad to do exam, and I started preparate English some about, yeah, 1 year ago. Yeah, and actually I was scared about the language, but uh, instructors were in the jury. They helped me when I didn't know some words. They translated me, and was very nice from them. Yeah, anyway, lovely guys. Yeah, very good guys, and yeah, and actually, they have seen that I'm scared. Maybe not scared, but stressed.
Okay.
Because uh,
And at the end,
yeah, because
if I heard it correctly, you did really well on the exam, right? On the written exam.
actually, yes, I did it. Did it.
So the
Well,
language wasn't
yeah.
the problem at the end.
Uh, no, I had a few questions about some words because in few questions, you know, that the little words was about good and bad answer. And yeah, and I was scared some stuff like this, yeah, that some one word can make me to do wrong answer, yeah, but on the finish it went very well. Yeah, it went well.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And on the beginning of the exam, we have I have had some movies with body language, then a written exam, 54 questions, and then practical one. Yeah, and actually in practical one, I was doing techniques on Jan Helge Lawrence, instructor. Yeah, his instructor. Actually, uh, he had accident on the bicycle, and he has accident on the bicycle, and actually he needed the therapy. Yeah,
So you fixed
and
him.
I treated him. Yeah, I treated him. I didn't fix him for 100%, but I helped him. Yeah, the range of movement got better. Yeah.
So it was a really
Uh,
special exam because they actually you actually had a patient, right? So it wasn't
yes.
like let's play that I have pain in my arm, but he actually
Yeah,
had pain or a problem
yeah.
in the range of motion, and you could really test your or they could test
Actually,
your skills.
yes. Actually, I could feel distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, SHTP, he has the problem with his region around the shoulder and arm, and actually, yes, I did it SHTP
Uh-huh.
on him, and pathway of trigger band, chicken wing technique, and cylinder technique, and yeah, and then I finished the practical exam. Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, yeah, the practical one I was stressing too, yeah,
Okay.
because you know the you never know what will happen.
Yeah, but
You never know this.
at the end, did you get feedback from them?
Yes, yes, yes. I got feedback. Instructors, they were happy
Hmm.
of my presentation of the techniques and diagnosis. And yes, and afterwards I asked Jan Helge what could I do better, and he told me some about SHTP to stay a little bit longer on the distortion, and with position of the chicken wing, because on the beginning when I want to do in neutral position like we always do on the courses, he started to has some cylinder,
Hmm.
and then change the technique from lateral side, this one, and then afterwards uh, afterwards I did the chicken wing and cylinder the finish. Yeah,
So you got
but
specific tips on what to do better, what to do
yes,
differently.
yeah, to change position. Yeah, I can do. Yes. He did it. He told me, yeah, what could I do better? And actually, I'm happy to hear this because he's an instructor. Yeah, he
Hmm.
knows. Yeah, and you know, if every instructor is telling to me something, then I taking this to and afterwards in my office I remember
Oh
I
yeah.
remind, and then I do it like they say, yeah, because I don't know if you have something like this, if somebody who is higher level than you is something saying to you, they state, yeah, inside you, you still remind this when you do the therapy, and this is amazing how brain can save the words what they say, yeah, but this happen. This
Absolutely.
happen.
And that's why I think it's worth putting yourself consciously into situations like this, because everything you learn there that they give you a suggestion, then it will stick. I remember once I was assisting Lucas on module 1, and I have been treating the demonstration patient, and I forgot to ask how the trauma happened, or why the problem is there. I forgot to ask how it happened. Since that, never. I will never ever forget to ask that. And I could give you so many examples, but you're right. Yeah, actually, in these situations, just one little thing, it will stick always in your mind. So, did you have the impression on the exam that the jury wanted to understand if you understand FDM?
Um, I think yes, yes, because Dr. Ayhan, he was asking me a lot of the questions when I was doing the treatment. Yeah, 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 yeah. He was asking me about SHHTP, how, on which position I'm doing, if I can make the bar door more open.
The what? Sorry.
Yeah, remember that picture from Tupaldo's book when the cows
Ah,
are
the barn.
kicking
Yes,
into
the
the
barn door. Yes, yes. To make it
like
more open.
how I can make the hernia opening uh, higher, yeah, higher, I think,
Bigger.
or bigger, bigger, and uh, some questions like this about the techniques what you do. Well, when I did the trigger band techniques, they were asking me about crossband and
Mm-hmm.
crosslinks and stuff like this, you know. But yeah, yeah, they were checking if I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And probably also checking if you could alternate to change the technique if you would have to.
Uh, Actually, yes, yes. Situation was like this with the chicken wing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I wanted to do the chicken wing, then when I put the elbow on my thigh, the uh, uh, the cylinder distortion came that time, and then Dr. Ayhan, he was asking me how I can change the technique to get the same result. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
got the same impression actually when I did the IC, that they didn't just want to see what I'm doing there, but they had questions like, so what if the patient wouldn't be able to stand up? Would you do it in a sitting position? Or how would you change your technique if this or that would be different? Which I was actually pretty happy about, because I guess they want to make sure that you're not just lucky and you got a case where you actually can solve, but they also know that, if a different patient comes to you, you also won't have a problem. And about the language, let me just go back very quickly, that I remember you on the calls, on the FDM Talk international calls, I think 1 year ago, or we started, I think 2 years ago already. And I remember that you had problems with English, right? And since that you improved so much, really. So that shows that you were practicing, but still you weren't so sure about the exam, the language of the exam, and still you managed to do it. And I had the same experience when I did the IC. I did it in German because they that time for some reasons they didn't want me to do it in English. And I was so stressed, not particularly because of the knowledge, but because of the language. Like, oh my God, what happens if I get a word? Just like you said, a little word can make a huge difference, and then maybe it's the wrong answer, which I do. But unfortunately, it happened just the same way as you say. So if I didn't understand something, I just said, excuse me, what does this mean? And someone came right away and they explained it to me. How is the question? What does it mean? And then I was able to do the written exam without actually any problems. So I'm just pointing this out so anyone who is watching knows that if their English or German is not perfect, it's not a real issue. It's not a big problem because the instructors, the jury want to help. They want to check if you are a good FDM therapist, if you know what you're doing, if you know why you're doing it, and they won't um, examine your language skills, right?
Yes, yes, that's right. 100% what you said.
Yeah. So now you are an IC. Congrats again. How many ICs are there in Poland?
Oh, I think not many. You know, some about 15.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not many. Yeah. I think some about 15. 15.
And
Yeah.
there's just one Polish instructor, right, David?
Yes, it's David. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah. It's-
Which I heard is about to change in some
yeah, but
years.
you know, this is. Oh no. Yeah, me and Rafał Adamez, we want to do it instructor training and do the exam. Yeah, yeah, it's another uh, long way before us, but I think this way, I need this way, you know, to get a better performance for myself. You know, I know if when I start to prepare for this, then my therapeutical level will get higher. Yeah, will get better treatment. Yeah, they will get faster to they will faster healing. Yeah, and actually I want to do this step forward, and I want to spread FDM like all instructor do. I want to give a little bit from me to another therapeutes in Poland to to them the FDM, because FDM is working. You know this, I know this, a lot of different therapists know this. Dr. Tepaldos found it a very good method, and he gave to us a gift, like Garg Harrer said. Yeah, we got a gift, but also we have a burden. Yeah?
And now
Uh,
you're taking this burden on your back with trying to become an instructor. And this is just such a good closing for our conversation, because you just said it beautifully. You do it primarily for patients, right? To that they have a better treatment, and that you can spread FDM better. Thank you so much for the interview, Piotr, and I wish you all the best and good luck on your journey to the instructor exam. And for everyone else who is watching, again, we were referring to his case study, his research. You can find it on the EFDMA website. If you click science, then you find all the science, all the articles, and the one that Piotr made is also there. And if you want to know how to apply for the IC, if you want to know what you need to do that, if you want to have a better treatment for your patients and you want to spread FDM and belong to the IC therapists, then go check out that video with Martina Lichtblau. It will be somewhere on our social media and on our YouTube. And thank you for watching us. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you, Sheila.